Next news. Breaking news from the White House.
This was the moment the entire country was waiting to see. Just days after someone tried to take his life, President Donald J. Trump walked back onto the public stage, looked completely unshaken. And when a reporter asked if he felt safe, he answered with 4 chillingly simple words: "I don't even think about it." Not trembling, no retreat, no theatrical pause. Then he moved on like only Trump can. What happened next in Florida told us something the media don't want to admit. This moment did not freeze, it surged. The crowd was enormous, the energy electric, and the message was unmistakable. So why does this matter to you? Because leadership is tested under pressure. Not in a studio, not behind a teleprompter, and not through carefully filtered press releases. America just watched a presidential face real danger and then return to the people without flinching. That sends a message to our enemies, to the regime media, and to every citizen wondering whether strength still exists in Washington. Under President Trump, it does. In the villages, supporters packed in so heavily that there was an overflow crowd, and Trump still went out to greet them directly. Think about that. Most politicians would hide behind extra layers of handlers and security theater. Trump expanded the circle. Then he did what winners do. He governed. He announced a major victory for Florida fishermen by expanding red snapper access, correcting the damage done during the former Biden administration when bureaucrats tried to choke off opportunity, even when fish populations were booming. This was courage, momentum, and policy, all in one event. And speaking of America First leadership turning into real strategic action, there is another breaking development you need to have on your radar right now. This just from the White House. They have announced over $30 billion to secure America's critical mineral supply chains and named a specific Alaskan project as a key strategic asset for U.S. mineral independence. Now, I've been to the Vizsla copper drilling site myself. I've seen it with my own eyes. And what's happening right now is bigger than most people realize. President Trump just unveiled Project Vault, a $12 billion strategic minerals reserve designed to stockpile essential resources and keep America strong, secure, and independent from foreign control. That puts companies like Vizsla Copper in a very important position as the U.S. races to lock down domestic supply. Vizsla Copper trades in the U.S. under VCUFF and in Canada as VCU.V. So check the exclusive briefing below. It's only for Next News viewers, and see why this story is getting attention real fast. Now back to Florida, because the full picture of this Trump appearance gets even better for the America First movement. See, what made the event so powerful was not just that Trump showed up, it's that the entire atmosphere screamed control. During the event, when an attendee suffered a medical episode, Dr. Oz stepped in to help immediately. No panic, no circus, no collapse of order. Then Trump kept moving, kept connecting, and kept the crowd engaged. See, that matters because the corporate press wants you to think these massive public events are reckless chaos. What Florida just showed was the exact opposite: confidence, discipline, and momentum. Here's the moment the reporter was asked him about his first public event since the assassination attempt.
It's going to be your first big public event since somebody tried to kill you on Saturday. Do you feel safe going to something like this today?
I don't even think about it, Peter.
I don't even think about it, Peter. You just saw it. After an assassination attempt, Trump says he doesn't even think about it. And when he gets to the villages, the overflow crowd gives him the kind of reception that the media just can't stand. Look at that. Have a good time, everybody, he says. Have a good time. So the crowd energy was real. Trump made a point of working the room next. He calls out the crew on the spot when the microphone starts failing him mid-event.
Tell them to turn up the microphone, will you please? Turn up the mic. You know, I hate it. You pay these guys a lot of money, and then you get up and the mic isn't on properly. And then they want their money, and I don't believe in paying people to do a bad job. I only like to pay people. I pay early. And I'm screaming my ass off because the mic is no good. Turn the mic up, please. Amazing. But all...
Turn the mic up, please. So even with the mic acting up, Trump turns into a live beatdown of incompetence. Then he shifts to classic Trump humor, joking about Melania hating his YMCA dance moves.
And she hates when I dance, too, at the end, too. She hates when I dance to what's sometimes referred to as the gay national anthem. You know that. She hates it. You know, that song was number 5 32 years ago. And it went to number 1 32 years later. There's never been anything like it. It never hit number 1. It was number 5 32 years ago, and it went to number 1 for months during the last months of the game. We love that song. But she goes, darling, please. You know, she's a very elegant woman. She goes, darling, please don't dance. It's not presidential. I said, it may not be presidential, but I'm leading by 20 points in the poll, so something.
It's not presidential. Well, if you're the president, anything you do is presidential, right? From the laughs over Melania and the dance, the event suddenly takes a serious turn. Dr. Oz steps in fast when a man suffers a medical episode during the speech.
It's over $1 trillion. What is it, about $1 trillion now, right? He says higher. No, we could have sold it.
So after the scary moment of the crowd, Trump gets back to what the voters actually care about, results, announcing the big win for Florida fishermen.
So today we delivered the huge win for our great fishermen and anglers here in Florida. I don't know how many people fish. Does anybody fish? We've just officially approved something they've been looking for a long time, all state permits for the 2026 red snapper recreational season. For years, our great fishermen have been punished with very short federal fishing seasons despite record high fish populations, and the states are begging, they're just begging, and the people are begging to get going. We want to go fishing, and the incompetent Biden administration tried to shut down the oceans for our fishermen. We love and respect our fishermen, and unlike the Democrats, will only do them good. So to all of those who fish red snapper and other fish, Trump and Noah are delivering for you, so just enjoy it. We're all set. It's all done. You got fish. If you catch some extra fish, enjoy it. We got plenty of fish. There are a lot of fish in the ocean. I don't know where they came up with that one, but there's a lot of fish. You know, the environmental catastrophes that they've done to this country is just terrible.
So here's the truth. The establishment just cannot stand. They threw everything they had at the man. He came back stronger in front of thousands of Americans who are clearly more energized than ever. Trump didn't return to the stage as a diminished figure. He returned as a center of gravity. He greeted the overflow crowd. He delivered a concrete win for fishermen. He joked about the mic crew, saying he was screaming my ass off. Had the room laughing, even cracking the line about Melania hating his YMCA dance because it's not presidential. That's not a leader rattled by fear. That's a leader fully in command, reminding the country that joy, toughness, and results can all exist in the same presidency. So the split screen could not be clearer. In Washington, the usual crowd is locked in anger, obstruction, and managed decline. In Florida, President Trump stood tall, greeted an overflow crowd, delivered policy wins, kept the room loose with humor, and proved once again that this movement does not back down. They took the shot, and he came back stronger. That's the headline. That's the message. And that's why this America First base is more fired up right now than the media want to admit. If you agree that Trump's return sent a message of strength to the entire country, share this report right now. Drop a comment and answer this yes or no question. Did President Trump just prove he's tougher than ever? Subscribe if you want these stories the corporate press will never tell straight. And check out the Next News merch shelf below this video. But most importantly, look at your screen right now. See those two words, raw feed? Text raw feed to 844-840-4963. That's the secret number we've set up just for you so you can beat the algorithm and get the direct updates from me straight to your phone when YouTube never sends you the notification. And I'll send it to you when it matters most. So stay bold, stay free, and keep fighting for America.
The system controls information. Information control is power. They don't want you to see this. The truth only survives together. They don't want this shared. Share this now.